Hi, Bunny. Welcome back to our Minecraft hardcore gameplay. Just like always, I'm gonna jump right into it. I remember last time we were working on the house and we had some unsuspecting skeletons come in and crash the party. But we're just gonna. I don't know what we should do today. Well, I remember that. Well, right now, we'll just work on the house. That's the next goal. Yeah. Turn our little niche house into a home. I haven't really been doing much these days. Well, nothing new really. No, I didn't put my stone away. I have been reading more webtoons. At least when I get around to it and get into the mood of doing so. Sun's setting already? Jeez. I'm gonna sleep in. But it's gonna be night. Yeesh. But yeah, I've been recently reading webtoons, at least slightly more than I usually do. Mostly because I haven't been getting into manga lately. They're my not replacement, but they're the current substitute, I guess, since I haven't really been reading and found any interesting manga to read. Even though I know a couple that I at least thought about reading before. At the same time, I don't know. At the same time, it's just like I don't want to seek out it because they're usually not in stores, and finding them online is kind of hard sometimes. Just sometimes though. So yeah, webtoons is a quick way to find something nice to read real quick. I've been currently reading this one webtoon. I can't remember the name right now, but it's a bunch of short love stories. When I read it, it had completed the first one already, but the second one it was still in the process of being written, or at least in the process of being released publicly, because I don't have the fast pass for webtoon. But the first story is about this vampire couple that basically, after a whole bunch of centuries, they had made this blood pact, that if they were to find a couple that truly loved each other, because after centuries of being on Earth, they found that love is like kind of shallow, or at least that was what they saw every time they'd go out to go get blood from humans and stuff. But they made a blood pact to do that, and at the very end, they ended up, finding that couple. It was crazy though, because the couple was blind, and I remember when it had shown that both the pairs in the couple are blind, I was like, there's no way that they don't like each other, because they don't even know what each other look like. So it's like it's like they kind of set themselves up. Maybe they knew, like the main character, the guy, his name was Victor. Maybe he knew, like a little bit. He just knew that they were going to find them there, that they'd be the couple, and then they ended up dying. Oh yeah, the blood pact was if they could find a couple that actually loved each other, they'd like die for real, because they're alive for centuries, and Victor was kind of sick of living, so they made the blood pact. And then that one was a nice story. It was really cute because they really did love each other, Victor and his girl. I think her name was Lisa. Um, and the second story is about this girl who got engaged to this guy, but she had found out that he was cheating on her. Like they were going to get married and everything, but the day, like literally the day right before they're gonna get married, she found out that he was cheating on her, and she like really liked this dude, and it was like, oh please, I'll forgive you. Just I'll forgive you, just don't do it again. And he was just like, come on, let's not beat around the bush. I don't actually like you. And it was like the way she was trying to compromise, it was really bad, because it was like she cheated on her. And then he was like, yeah, I'm just gonna go. And then left. And like she even had like all the stuff planned out, like their honeymoon. They already bought tickets and everything. Or she bought the tickets and everything. And so she was like, fine, I'm just gonna go by myself. And then I guess her best friend, she was on the phone with her best friend, was like, are you really gonna go by yourself? And she was like, I already bought the tickets, of course I'm gonna go by myself. So she goes, and she took a boat. I don't remember where they were going, where she went, but on the boat she met this like dude that she found attractive. That was like one of the workers on the boat. And she just she was like, oh, he looks really nice. And she was like, only if I could get a piece of him. Like, she was thinking, oh, if only I could get like a one night stand with him. And I was like, dang. But she was like, no, what am I thinking? I'm supposed to be having fun. She finally gets to, at least the boat gets to where they're supposed to be heading, and she's on the beach, and she's like, dang, this is actually kind of lame. Should I do half slabs? No, I know what I'm gonna do. I don't know why I did that. Wait, I need to know if this is spruce or not. Yep. Okay. Make stairs out of this. And I'm definitely gonna need more. And she gets on the beach. She's on the beach. She's like, dang, I really came here by myself. And it was terrible, because like, I guess where she chose was like a known honeymoon spot, because there was other couples there, and she was just like, everywhere I go there's couples. And that's when she heard like this ice cream truck, and basically this lady was talking to her cat. I don't remember if it was a cat or not, but she was talking to something, or herself, about, oh dang, like nobody's coming for real, like maybe I should have just left. But then that's when the main character girl, she shows up. She's like, oh hey, you're selling ice cream? And then she was like, oh, my first customer. And she was like, yeah, if you eat my ice cream, you'll get any wish you want. And she was like, any wish? And she was like, for a small price, of course. Or rather, the girl was like, okay, I'll take one. And then she tried to give her money, and she was like, oh, no, you're not going to use money. And then the main character girl was like, okay, what am I going to use? And she was like, you need to tell me something that you've been holding back, like something deep. And she was like, well, she was like, you need to tell me a secret. And she was like, well, I don't have any secrets. And she was like, come on, everybody has secrets. And then that's when she started venting about in the whole marriage thing. And then the witch, she was a witch, was eating it up. I was like, dang, this is the tea. And like, yeah, this is the tea. So she did that for a while. Like, she vented her frustrations, and then the witch gave her the ice cream. And then right before she ate the ice cream, she was like, okay, before you eat it, think about what you want. And she was like, remember, you can have anything. And she's like, huh, anything. And the first thing she thought about was the dude on the boat. And she was like, dang, only if I could have a one night stand with him. And then she was like, no, what am I thinking? And then she goes back to her hotel room after eating the ice cream, and she's like, she goes to take a shower, and she was like, all right, I'm just gonna like cool off or whatever. And she's in the shower, like thinking shower thoughts, and then the dude just shows up out of nowhere, or rather, oh shoot, like he shows up out of nowhere because of the wish, or seemingly nowhere. I don't know if he like, because of the wish he like was there and walked in, but he showed up, and she was still in the shower. And she's like, oh my gosh, what are you doing here? And then he was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I saw the sign, because he was like, oh, the sign said house maintenance, like the housekeeping thing that's on hotel, that's in like in a hotel room. He had saw that, so he was like, oh, I gotta clean it, I guess. So then that altercation happens, and then like minutes, like on the next page, you know, she has that one night stand that she wanted from him. And then she was like, wait, the ice cream. And that's kind of where it stopped. Oh, she was like, dang, that was so good, I really needed that. And he says, wait, the ice cream, that was my wish. Yeah, it's pretty interesting so far. I wonder where the story's gonna go. I wonder if it's gonna be like, oh, there's a consequence to actually using ice cream. Because it really didn't, the witch didn't say what type of consequence there would be to eating the ice cream. She just was like, yeah, you can get whatever you want. I assume there's gonna either A, be some type of consequence, or B, you know, she's actually gonna find, like, start dating the dude because she finds out that she actually likes him or something. I don't know. Like, they'll start doing one night stands a whole bunch, and you'll be like, oh yeah, I think I kind of like this guy. You know, he's kind of nice. Creepers. This early on. I'm talking about, it's hardcore. And the anime. I want to, alright. I do want to get back into it, but last time I watched anime, I was watching Code Geass. I had just got back into season 2. And it was so crazy because I was like, okay. Because it kind of like seems like they had done something crazy. Like, it started back, like the whole anime had started back from square one in season 2. I was like, oh, what happened? But that wasn't really what happened. And then it kind of just like dropped the craziest thing after, you know, after the main characters figured out what happened. I was like, oh wow. And I was like, dang. It made me hate the main villain even more. I was like, dang, I hate this dude. I already got my Monster Hunter achievement. It wasn't worth it killing that zombie. I feel like there was this other anime I started watching, but I can't remember. And yeah, I've kind of been like quite dry with anime right now. It's like I want to watch it, but at the same time, I haven't really been watching anything, really. Like recently, I had just watched the Sonic movie. Never watched it before, but I was like, dang, this is really good. And that day I was gonna watch the second one, but I ended up not doing it because I want to do other things. Kind of just been mainly gaming, really. Gaming and watching YouTube. And I gotta, thanks to you, I got a lot more games that I can play. Been definitely thinking about, I've been looking through my catalog of games that I have on my computer, and I'm just like, well, not even just my computer, because I have some games on my PlayStation too, and my Switch that I could play. So I'm kind of just like thinking about it. I'm mainly trying to play games that, at least right now, I want to play games that I haven't beaten before, or yeah, that I haven't beaten before. Not necessarily games that I've never played, because before I was like, okay, let me play games that I've only never played, but those are usually the newer games I got. And I'd rather just play games like some games like I started and I either didn't get too far in it, or I got to a certain point and I kind of stopped. And I'd like to finish the game. Obviously, I'm not gonna play every game on here, to keep things fresh and new for me, as not just like, to record, but so that when I play games, I don't feel like, okay, let me save this later to record it. Because right now, in terms of like when I'm playing Pokemon, because I'm only shining hunting on it, but I feel like when I'm doing it, it kind of feels like I should be recording it, but at the same time, just like, why? I definitely have some ideas for my Pokemon games, but it'd take like some planning, and that definitely would be like one of those videos where I have to edit it. Either edit it, yeah, definitely edit it, because it wouldn't be something I want to do in parts. And like it'd be like some type of Nuzlocke as the beginning one, and as you know, Pokemon games are kind of hard, not hard, kind of long. That's what I meant to say. Like, you can breeze through them, but with a Nuzlocke, it kind of it adds that extra stretch of challenge. Because there's like sets of rules, like one of them being like if I were playing Sword and Shield, playing Pokemon Sword, that the first Pokemon I encounter on that first route after leaving the house in the game and getting your starter. So let's say I run into Nickit, the fox. That would be the only Pokemon I can catch there. Every other Pokemon there I'd have to kill. And then also, like, if I were to encounter Nickit, not only would that be my only encounter that I can catch on the route, because that's how it works. I can still interact with the other Pokemon on that route, but if I encounter Nickit first, that's the one I have to catch. I can't just be like, oh, I don't really like this Pokemon, so I'm gonna switch up. But yeah, it would, if I were to, for whatever reason, accidentally kill Nickit, I can't catch. I can't encounter another one and be like, okay, let me catch this one. I lost my chance to catch it. Also, same thing applies if it runs away. I think. I'm pretty sure it's also if it runs away that it counts. So let's say like like Abra. Abra's known as one of the few Pokemon that like pretty much will instantly try to run away after you encounter it. So having like a Pokemon that has a ability that will keep it trapped in the battle is good. But yeah, if I were to use teleport and leave the battle, I can't go looking for another Abra to so I can get so I can get an Alakazam. I'd have to be like, oh, well, GG's guys, I can't do it. As in, like, I can't get another one, which sucks. But that's the rules. Another one would be, at least the one when I would do it, I would choose like, permadeath. If for whatever reason, while I'm playing the game, one of my Pokemon fainted battle, I can't use that Pokemon anymore. They're obviously not dead in the game, but I'd be treating them as if they were dead. Is this a ravine? Not really. This more leads into a cave. But yeah, I have a lot of game ideas. It's just a matter of the ones I actually want to record versus the ones I want to keep to myself and just play myself. And that's not to say that every game I record is just going to stay as a recording, because there's some games where it's going to be like a roguelike, where I go in and it's one of those games where you progress by losing. Is that a village over there? No. Where's the sun at? There might be something over there. I just realized I haven't even gone into the swamp for real. I'm gonna go up this way. I don't want to leave the trees. Ouch. Okay, I should start heading back. Sun's starting to set. Ouch! Eventually I'm gonna start regretting that. I'll go mining soon, because it's getting to that point where I'm gonna need to. Sheesh. This really interesting thing I saw. I was watching this Minecraft video about all the updates that's gonna be put in the game soon with this newest update, the Pale Garden stuff and all that. Well, no, that's actually out. But like with the what you call it? With the chickens and all that. They have more stuff coming, and one of the things I saw that was like, oh right, that isn't in the game, where I was like, huh, I didn't even really think about it till I watched the video, was specifically in Bedrock, they don't have, like, when you pause the game, like if I were to pause the game like this, let me see, hold on, I actually don't know, let's see. I need something alive. I need something alive to know. Yeah, so as you can see, I could pause the game, and like when I pause the game, nothing, everything stops. But in Bedrock, they, for whatever reason, because I remember when I used to play it on my PlayStation, when you would pause the game, you're not actually pausing the game. You're just opening like the pause menu to like get out of the game. So everything would like go around. So that's why like when you see like videos on TikTok where they're like on the mods, and it's like, oh, they go in and then they get scared or something, so they like pause the game real quick and then click out of it. That's because they're able to actually pause the game, unlike this version, which I was just like, right, you can't pause the game in this one, which is, it's crazy. I still don't understand why that was a design choice, but you know, it is what it is. Not really something I control. If it was in my control, there's a lot of things in Minecraft that would just be in the game instead of it just being like, oh yeah, here's these features. I'll use oak for the slabs. Add some pizzazz. Let me get some oak stairs. Yeah. Oops. And I was like, oh yeah, you can't pause. So I was like, well, at least they're adding it now. Not that I really go on Bedrock as often anymore. Or at least I like to go on it for, you know, multiplayer, because it's a lot easier there. Kind of made it a little complicated here. I'm gonna take this entire row off and replace it with oak. And there was like this one thing I remember seeing, but I just can't remember. That was also gonna be added. Oh right, that it was talked about. It wasn't added. There's also gonna be sheep variants. Like, I don't know how it's gonna work, but I guess like if I remember correctly, it was like, oh, depending on the biome you're in is what like color sheep you'll see more. Like obviously there's the white sheep and then sometimes the black. Every other color sheep spawns. So I think they're gonna like add something so that's less randomized and like okay, you'll encounter this one more around this area, which is definitely a good thing. I don't think it makes sense for there to be all these, well, they talk about the game being really realistic, but like they kind of pick and choose when they do it, because they're like every non-hostile mob, that was the prerequisite, or rather what this applies to, but they said every hostile mob is going to be like realistic. That's why, you know, every non-hostile mob looks a certain way. The hostile mobs are just like, okay, whatever, you know, this is supposed to be something that's supposed to be like fought, I guess. Didn't I get two of these? I probably put in the chest. I haven't made torches. Let me do that real quick before I close this off. And I need more stairs. Right? No, I didn't. My axe. Oh, I didn't. Guess not. And then more sticks. I realized I've been quiet for a while. I was just thinking out loud, not even to myself. I was just thinking about, because ultimately I do want to get up there. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I want to get my stuff up there, make something out of it. Like a Sky Island base. Like this will be the, oh yeah, here's all my stuff when I'm going in and out to the ground, but then up there will be like the actual base. And most times when I play Minecraft, I don't make houses. I don't know how to make houses in Minecraft, but I think this time I will. You know, I usually don't because I suck at building stuff, but I think it's time to learn. Put my creativity out there. Nothing wrong with that. This house, I didn't really look at anything. I kind of just thought about it and I was like, okay, yeah. Now granted, I don't know how some people do the builds they do, because it's like, bro, that's a whole castle. Like, how do you even think about that? Oh yeah, I definitely like what I'm doing here. I think I'm gonna change some of the oak logs, the spruce logs with the oak, give it the nice like stripe look on the side. I like that. And I might be lucky because there's a dark oak forest right there, and there's one right here. So I may be able to find a pale garden. Now, granted, there is risk with that. It may be day 2, but I still got to be cautious. Like, I have all these tools, but I could still die. Like, look, if I'm not careful, I'm falling straight off and ending the whole gameplay. At least for this world. Dang it. I wish that you could just, damn it. Whoop. That the slabs, when it's like on the top like that, you can just take off. Oh, I'm tripping. I thought you couldn't. I am tripping. Sun setting again, I think. And soon I'll have a nice secure house. But yeah, I'll have like when this house is done and I'm finally like, okay, if the gameplay gets that long, of course, but if I'm just like, yeah, it's finally time to get going and make the Sky Island base, I'm definitely gonna like make like a pillar in here somewhere so that I can like build into the house, like up to it. Honestly, I could probably just like make the slab and then oh, darn it. This doing it from the bottom is what breaks it like that. There we go. And go to bed. But put a hole somewhere so that I can just go through. I think I might increase the size of these, but I don't know yet. Definitely gonna make a bigger chest. No, I'm just gonna make a separate one. Put it right here. Stick all this wood in. And let me see. Yeah, all of that in there. And make a couple sticks. And then I'll make 2 stone pickaxes, another sword, and I am set. Oh, let me make a couple more torches. Oh. Okay. Time to go on our first little mining adventure. He's still here. That's quite concerning. I'll just be nice and easy on myself and just there should be like a cave somewhere nearby. Oh, right here. I'm just gonna go in here, see if there's iron. Found you. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Sheesh. They don't play. Almost end the gameplay. I can get this idiot out of here. He missed. There you go. I might have to do some strip mining. Definitely a lot safer. This is the end, yeah. I'll do it on the side of my mountain too. Make it a lot simpler. That definitely was a close one though. Did not Skeleton also marked me. And it's raining. Okay, let's go back up the mountain. It's nice that that's there. Make a quick obsidian. Honestly, all the time I've played Minecraft, I've never really like went deep into like you know, the crafting. Really, I usually would be the one that would just go on some grand adventure and Oh my gosh. Oh, there's a... Okay. Iron right there. Get my stone out. No, it's just like yeah, I'd always be the one that go out, go on the grand adventure, get all the iron, maybe find some diamonds, find mine shafts, and then go back. Not that I had any problem with that. It's like I never, I guess I never really expressed my creativity with the game. So I think this is like a chance for me to do so. Can I sleep through this? This arm? Nope. Okay. Oh my gosh. I forgot about that. I'm going to I'm gonna wait on that. Dang. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. They don't like me. I'm staying up on my mountain. Almost got eliminated, eradicated. Well, at least that tells me that it's low enough for it to not be a threat. Because when I sleep, unless it just spawned there, when I go to bed in the game, it like, it doesn't prevent me. It's always just, oh, I clicked at the wrong time or something. Yeah. I think I'll try and find some more iron. Smelt some, try and get in shield. And do a bit more exploring and call it a day. Don't want to put too... Don't want to just try and breeze through everything, you know. I want to take it nice and slow. Hardcore. Yeah, I mean, you saw the damage that the zombie did on me. I was like, dang, they don't play. So, yeah, I want to try and savor, get the challenge to the fullest. One thing I hope I don't run into is like, I run into a cave. A lot of time when I was digging, when I dig like this, like strip mine, I'd run into a cave, which in the long run it's a good thing, but right now that's bad. I need iron. I don't have armor. I don't have a shield. Even like, I thought, okay, you know, I'm gonna get through this, but that zombie really humbled me. Like, that Enderman, if I had accidentally locked eyes with it, it would have been over. Because the zombie did like 3 hearts to me. Enderman's doing most of my health. And I already didn't have a lot of health from falling. That's another thing that I definitely like appreciate more about Bedrock. You can just turn on coordinates, and that's not to say you can't do it in Java. Like, I can turn on the coordinates. I don't remember the button right now, but I can turn it on. But it turns on everything else as well. With Bedrock, it turns on you can turn on coordinates before even going in the world, and it stays on the entire time. Like, that would be so useful here instead of having to always check. Granted, I have no reason to check it, so I don't have any real problems right now with it. I've only beaten the game once, really, and it was just like a dang. I actually beat the game, like without going to creative and getting a whole bunch of good gear and doing it, or just going to creative and killing the dragon, because both would get you to credits. Actually, no. I beat it twice. Second time was with you, if I remember correctly. Did I? Oh. I'm going to turn here. Go deeper in the mountain, see. I think it's F3 is the button. Yeah. How low am I? I'm at 68. Yeah. Definitely gonna go this way. See where my money takes me. Money as in mining. I was messing around with trying to make a song not too long ago, but I could only think about at the time I was only thinking about like the instrumental, and I at least got like a solid intro for the drums, which for me it's the hardest thing to do. I've never touched anything percussion based, so just knowing that I made something, I was just like, wow, I actually did that. Made me feel like proud or something. Oh, gotta go back up. Well, no, I don't. Just gotta break this though. Also, that I didn't know. If you break stone without a pickaxe, you don't get cobblestone anymore. Crazy work, to be honest. Time to use my shovel. And this will get me the flint and steel. And I have iron, so I got like 4 pieces, I think. So I'll definitely have enough to make a bucket and flint and steel. So I'll be able to get water, and I can make like a infinite obsidian thing. Be careful. Sometimes you never know with the ore veins. Sometimes they're just like sitting on top of like a huge cave, and that's the last thing I want, to fall into some cave defenseless. So I changed my mind. I don't think I'm gonna find anything soon, so I'll just like I'll try and find some iron. If I don't, when I go back up, I'll drop everything. I'll do some renovations on the house, and I'll call it a video. We'll see recording's been getting a lot easier, especially with the new mic. I feel more confident. Like sometimes I just record. When I record, I just I do it, and it's just like, okay, yeah, I did that. Back when I was younger, when I'd have to record stuff, it was just like, oh, I did it. I would do it, and I'd look back at it and just like, no, that's not good enough, and I'd do it again. And I'm glad I got out of that habit. And I'm not completely out of it, but it's just like now it's to a point where I can at least look at something that I did and just be satisfied with it. Now that I'm getting to a skill level with things that I am, I'm okay with. That I can look back at and just be like, you know what? Yeah, I did that. Especially with like art, my drawing. That's something I've been getting back into drawing. I wanted to wait till I got my tablet to draw, but I haven't really been doing it consistently, but I've been doing enough. And I'm pleased with what I have. Can't say I'm like disappointed or anything, My art skills just keep improving with each time I draw. The more I know, the better I feel like I'm getting. Now I'm not like I still wouldn't say like I'm getting to an advanced level, but I definitely do think I'm getting there. Last time I drew, I was drawing and I was like thinking, oh, I'm gonna draw this character that I was looking at, but then I was like, no, I'm just gonna make my own character. I drew the pose that I was referencing, and I was like, oh, let me just add some hair, facial expression stuff. And I was like, oh, this is not that bad. Trying to figure out that top though, oh my gosh. Because I kept switching between like a coat and sweater, and by the time I finally decided, like all the markings are still there, I was like, dang, I pressed too hard. But I looked at it and I was like, yeah, that's nice. And oh, water. That usually means cave. Oh, I got hit. Yeah. How far are we down? Only 33. I mean, this might be more water this way. Let's see. I found lapis. I'll go around it. Oh no. Oh. Okay, this... Not too bad. I'm gonna cover it up though, so I don't actually fall in or something. That's 2 pieces. What is that? Oh, that's the Enderman. Well, I found my iron, and with it, now I can make a bucket, flint and steel, and a shield. And with the shield, I'll be able to better defend myself against these really, and I do mean it, really beefed up enemies. Like if the zombie was doing that much damage to me, sheesh. And it doesn't help that there's the cooldown for attack. You know, when I found out, because obviously not everybody plays Bedrock, some people actually don't like Bedrock Edition because of how flawed it can be. That people don't like that you can spam the attack. Granted, I understand why someone would feel that way, but objectively, it's better. Like, why do I have to wait a couple seconds to do normal damage to something I'm hitting? Like if I hit you by my right fist, like if I were to hit somebody with my right fist, like I throw a mean hook and then try to do it again, it's not gonna hurt less because I already hit the person. It's probably gonna hurt more. Can they like despawn or something? Oh, you know what? Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna try and see if there is a pale garden nearby. But obviously, I want to ride the trees. This time, it's actually for my safety, instead of me just wanting to be on top of the trees. I don't remember much of what's this way. But if I do encounter one, I hope I somehow just luckily get on top of the main tree, because I don't want to deal with having to search for the heart. Seems like I might not. In fact, I think in the distance, no, that's more dark oak. I thought that was a jungle biome. I actually haven't seen much of those lately when I played Minecraft. So if I were to see one, I'd be pretty nice. That and tundra biome. Definitely a thing that I think Minecraft suffers from is like the lack of what you gonna call it? They do have a lack of variety. Cause yeah, they have all the stuff for the blocks. You know, they could have had a lot more mobs. You know, all the mob votes that had happened ever since the first one. There's been a lot. And there's been a lot of mobs that never got the chance to exist. And especially with them like being like, oh, sorry, we're not doing it anymore. Like obviously it makes sense because of how people were just so, how they didn't like the outcome that we got. Granted, I didn't like the outcome either, so it's like whatever. And surprisingly, one of the people on Mojang's team, one of the developers, they had made a post on Twitter saying like, "Hey guys, you know," they weren't talking nice either. They're real upset, but they're just saying like, "Hey, you know, it takes time to implement stuff. Don't you guys understand that?" And I'll definitely say like, yeah, I understand that. You know, it does take time to implement characters into the game, especially if in a game like Minecraft where it's like, okay, if they want to implement something, they want to also make sure it's not breaking the game as well. Like there's a whole bunch of stuff that comes in the process of just of adding something to a game like Minecraft, like a sandbox game. But at the same time, Minecraft has been out for over a decade. There's no reason why there's like so little to do per se. Cause what? We can still only go to the Nether and the end. Yeah, they added stuff to the Nether Fortress, and the Bastions, and they added stuff to the end cities, but it's not enough. No Kendrick. But yeah, it's not enough to justify like, hey guys, you know, it takes time to do this. It's not a, oh, there's the new grass. I don't think it's a legitimate reason to just be like, yeah, this is why we only put in one mob a year. Like it's almost silly to even say that, because it wouldn't be hard for them to get more people. You know, Mojang and Minecraft are under Microsoft now, so it's like, I don't think it would be hard to be like, hey, to ask for more employees to work on the game. There's a lot of dark oak here. A lot of dark oak in this world, but no pale gardens. I'd really like to find one, really. Every time I've encountered it, it was in creative. There's only that one time where it wasn't in creative, and I was just like, oh, I got one this way. I want it for the wood, really. I don't care about the other stuff that comes in, like the resin, which I didn't know they're gonna add. Well, I didn't know it was a part of it until I watched a game theory video about them like talking about the lore as they do. Oh, I should be careful in the water. Like I'm pretty sure like a drown would like literally just one tap me. I don't know though. Ooh. Got a shiver. One thing I actually haven't seen in the game since I kind of like first came out was a woodland mansion. Like they're so rare. That's another problem I have with Minecraft. Like they put all these structures in the game, but they make it rare to encounter them. Like it shouldn't be that hard to get something like that. It's like 0.25% chance to actually encounter it, so most times people aren't gonna see a woodland mansion ever in their world. And it doesn't matter, like, no one wants to use cheats, search for the location of the nearest thing, and it's like 10,000 miles away. That's tiring to do, even with like the fastest speed horse you can get with the max jump. It's still a long process to even just get over there. Doesn't make sense. There's a lot of stuff in the game that's just useless. Like, I still don't understand why they added bees if they really weren't going to do anything with them. Like, they're nice, you know, they add quality of life to the game. That's true. But in the long run, they feel like it, whatever purpose they had, it was unfulfilled. Oh, look, the fireflies. That's nice to see the fireflies. Oh, time to be extra careful. Yeah, this exploration was okay. Didn't find what I wanted to find, but I at least got the iron. That was the most important part, really, because I've been consistently sleeping. Don't have to worry about okay, kind of got the run. Why is there so many creepers? There's so many creepers. What is that? Oh, that's that new thing. Get away from me. Oh my gosh. Everything's after me. Why did I go this far? Oh my gosh. Craziest thing. If I was on Bedrock, I probably would have died. But a pop-up had came up on my screen, and it paused the game. I was like, oh no, I'm dead. But luckily it pauses the game now. I don't know if it's always paused in Java, but it paused the game, and I was like, oh, thank goodness. Skeleton right there. I could go around by going this way. Oh, nope, he saw me. He's chasing me. Oh, the bog. Run. Run, spider. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I'm gonna die. Don't lag on me now. What? Why did it explode? To die by a spider. Oh my gosh. This isn't... Oh no. I'm far from home. Where even... Oh, it's over there. Okay. So... I'm gonna build up higher. Oh no. I don't know where the house is. When the sun rises, I'll have to Okay. I think I know where I'm at now. It's got an enchanted bow. Ouch. Hold on. Jump. Oh my gosh. Well, dang. That's crazy. Where'd I even die? Wow. This world had so much potential. This was where I was at. Right? Yeah, I can already see it. This is gonna load in the... If it loads in. Yeah, because look, that's the mountain right there. That was a good... I looked at and I was like, no, I'm not gonna go there. So I think it is. Maybe it's more this way. Regardless, though, that was... I'm not built out for this. But, you know, it sucks to suck. The world was nice. A nice, decent spawn. I never got to make that Sky Island, but it is what it is. Definitely not doing a hardcore again. That was ridiculous. I watch hardcore videos all the time. I'm just like, how do they do that? How do they deal with all this damage? They're pros for all. Me, I'm a casual gamer when it comes to Minecraft. Put any other game in front of me. Not any other game, but yeah. But thank you for joining me for my Minecraft hardcore gameplay. It only lasted 2 episodes. It's alright though. I'll play Minecraft some other time and it won't be hardcore. It'll be regular and I'm probably gonna play on Bedrock. That's more my cup of tea. I'm a spammer. I can't do this loading up my attack. I don't do that. But yeah, that'll be for next time. If you like the video, you know, feel free to give it a like. Subscribe to see more videos like this. I do have other videos on the channel. I'll see you later, buddy. Pumpkinhead. Wait, let me say that. I'll see you later, bunny. Pumpkinhead.